Welcome to another video discussion everyone, I'm Tenzor and today we hold a discussion about player CC removal in the upcoming expansion Warlords of Draenor. Blizzard somehow decided to take a look again into the CC from talent trees and make a few adjustments, but not only CC, it's also about the damage or healing abilities from talent trees and in general. So I play the game only to PvP, which stands for player versus player. The current issue at the moment to the PvP system is that we've got so many CC options upon enemy or vice versa that cause such a ridiculous amount of stress and less ways to get rid of them, and affects every single class in the game, so they will get rid of a few CCs or rechange the diminishing return system or fewer DR categories, not to mention also the amount of burst that some classes can pull off. They still hold discussion about it, so we will avoid at the moment this subject until they make something clear. I play Arms Warrior and gonna use my class to explain how this process with CC and damage abilities will be in Warlords of Draenor, which from my point of view is best by far, and yeah, I'll probably add also a few things that will be cool not only for me but also for everyone, and think of Warlords of Draenor a better balanced expansion, and hopefully they won't do any more such jokes like flavor of the month or patch like increase damage to Bladestorm by over 9000% cause fuck you, that's why, or stuff like this. Through these changes that I'll show you as example will motivate players to make a wise decision on how or when to use XCC ability, and the opposite player become aware of what will receive soon or later. So as a warrior we have at level 15 abilities that stands only for charge ability. I had a few things in my mind but can't connect them since Warbringer now roots targets its same as staggering shout and can't place them without affecting the other talents. We'll see. Level 30 has a versatile healing options for us. Level 45 we have root, slow or interrupt, which is beneficial based on what you are against, a melee or a caster. At level 60 they will do a few changes here. For example, it's kinda annoying for opponents, for example rogues, to face a warrior while we have at the level 60 a talent such as shockwave and at the level 90 another stun ability which is stormbolt. So one of the changes I like is to put Stormbolt into level 60 talents, so the player will have to think better about what CC ability shall pick against a comp or when to use it, like Shockwave a 3-second AoE stun or a Stormbolt a single target 4-second stun ability. We can consider as well Dragon Roar being a good source of damage but also has knockback, so his place at level 60 talents is fine. Level 75 talents are very nice utility options for us, so they have a good place here and doesn't bother us warriors, because as I said here at this point you have to choose what is best, mass reflection, safeguard or vigilance against a comp, but for opponents this utility that warrior has is pissing them off. So to give a logic point, I'll say this: when we pick safeguard it replaces intervene spell, and we can say that improves intervene ability to be a much powerful ability. It should be the same with spell reflection, when we pick mass reflection to replace spell reflection ability. Get it? Cool. Level 90 talents has abilities to improve our source of damage, so Bladestorm has a nice spot here side by side with Avatar and Bloodbath, and again players will have to choose which will be useful. I told my point of view about level 100 talents for warriors in my first video. Blade Barrier and Ravager are AoE spell abilities and most of all classes receive such stuff. And since the CC and burst talent trees will be fixed, they also said something about removing a few damage procs from classes, or such as trinkets, instead of 1 minute to be like 2 minutes again, or the durability of the trinket to be instead of 20 seconds just 10 seconds. I don't know, let's give an example: deep wounds when you thunderclap or use mortal strike, damage increase with slam when you use colossus mash on target to be no longer. This might sound crazy but this is my point of view, so let's get going. As I told you about how intervene becomes safeguard and spell reflect into mass spell reflection, we can say something also about Blade Barrier, which is a passive that thunderclap ability triggers it, same with deep wounds. So I'll say this and I'll let you guys think of it if it's right or wrong. I want warriors to choose in between Blade Barrier or deep wounds, like in case you pick Blade Barrier to no longer have deep wounds effect when you thunderclap. To a logic point of view, it will make warriors to choose to let some damage over time on targets that can kite him easily, or damage over time which is by warrior's side, such as Blade Barrier when you do close combat against DKs, feral, rogues, melees in general, and deep ones against ranged casters I guess. I'm talking very serious about Blade Barrier as Arms Warrior because it's best by far talent to pick in PvP, and I'm not sure if this will do any sort of good for players to face warriors that put deep wounds on them, and also blade barriers spinning around warrior. Something like you stay close to him, AoE damage, but in case you run away, you still have a similar overtime damage on you, so sitting far or close to him, it will be the same. Blade barrier has 8 yards after all. Ravager ability, I see it same as Death and Decay from Death Knights, and as I said in my first video, I think the effect will be similar with General Snazgreen spinning axes but into a specific target location. Extreme measures, as Arms Warrior, I see it very lame, similar with Life Tap from Warlocks, and take the risk to sacrifice 20% of your HP for 30 rage to use it for execute, more or less. I mean, really, masochism, more like bang your head furiously in the wall and then take the wall to ground and punch a gnome with it. What the hell, Blizzard? Masochism? Oh my god, ripping your nipples. Oh yeah, oh, feels so good. And then you get angry. What the hell? Please let me know your thoughts about this, and I appreciate every single feedback. I'll let the link into the description with a post about this and take a look for yourself and analyze further. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.